right, guys, day 167 on this cut. Catheter is out, feeling good. We're peeing like normal, kinda. Good flow, everything's going good, but I still have bladder spasms and my bladder's like really freaking sore. So today's leg day. We haven't hit legs in I think like 6 days, so we're gonna still kind of take it easy, but we're gonna start ramping some things up, start adding definitely more cardio as well. So the scale went up 3 pounds. Now, is that 3 pounds? Because I told you guys I was going to have my calories to about 1900, maybe even 2,000. Now, do we need to panic and be like, oh my gosh, I gained 3 pounds of fat? No, it's not 3 pounds of fat. What that is just extra, maybe some extra glycogen. That's also maybe some extra sodium. So I'm just retaining water a little bit more. And my body's still really stressed out right now, especially when it had a foreign object stuck up its pee hole. It's still stressed out right now. So that 3 pounds will probably be gone in no time, so we don't have to worry about it. We don't have to freak out about it. But we are going to ramp up our cardio. I'm thinking about keeping the calories probably 1,800 and then just really ramping up cardio. I mean, doing an hour of cardio a day and getting into like zone 2, which is really difficult for me because with the nerve damage in my leg, but we're just going to push through it and just start really hitting it hard. But then we're going to start taking more rest days. So I'm going to start taking, more calculated rest days. So when I'm feeling it, I'm like, all right, we can't do cardio today. We can't do any lifting. Let's just give the body more rest. We're definitely going to be doing that, especially during the healing process of like the bladder, because my bladder was almost about to explode. So when they went and did an ultrasound of my bladder, it was way up into my stomach, and they were like, yeah, your bladder's about to freaking explode. So it got stretched, and then the muscles in there from trying to push to go all the time are just really stressed out. Everything's still pretty stressed, so then that raises your cortisol levels. There's a bunch of like stuff you don't want to, on top of not sleeping very well. It's kind of a disaster situation. Like, I'm setting myself up for more of a disaster situation, right? We're setting ourselves up for getting injured, all those kind of things. So we just want to still kind of take it easy, but start kind of ramping things up slowly. Hopefully I got a little bit better sleep last night. Hopefully tonight I get some more better sleep, and maybe hopefully today I'll be able to take maybe naps and just try to get a little bit more sleep. So because today I had off because I had to get the catheter out and just had another day of rest. Tomorrow I go back to work, and so yeah, hopefully we can get back into a good routine, good sleeping routine, and just hopefully everything just comes together after that. I really am like serious when like sleeping is like such a huge factor. I mean, there is some guys out there that can run off like 4 hours of sleep, but trust me, that's not everyone. Your body needs that 7 to 9, I would even say sometimes even 10 hours of sleep. It needs to heal, it needs to rest, it needs to, you just really need to sleep well to be on top of your game. Because then when I have a high sleep score, when everything's on point, my weight loss is so much more consistent. It's like 2 pounds a week, perfectly fine, everything's going good, the system's running good. But when my sleep is off and it just throws so much off. And then I notice it's just kind of like from there, it's like boom, then I find a stall and it's like, what the heck's going on? And then my system just stresses out more, and then I get injured more when I'm lack of sleep. So if that is why I say, like, don't necessarily go do fasted cardio in the morning. If you got like a perfect night's sleep, you got an extra hour before you have to get ready for work and head out, yeah, sure, go do 30 minutes of fasted cardio, right? But if you're forcing yourself to get up at like 5 in the morning every day just to get that cardio in, and you're sacrificing sleep, I would say take that cardio, push it to the end of your lift, and just do an hour after your lift and get that hour extra of sleep, if that makes sense, right? Because that even 1 extra hour of sleep can make a huge difference when it comes to recovery and all that stuff. But let's I just took it, so it's gonna start kicking in soon, so we need to get in there and do hip ductors, booty builder, and just kind of get everything warmed up and ready to go, and then we'll hit legs. We'll probably wanted to kind of do hack squats. I'll see how I feel. So maybe we'll do hack squats, and then we'll probably just do leg extensions, leg curls, and then that will be pretty much the lift. And then jump in, do a pose down, jump in the sauna for a little bit maybe, and then we'll come back later tonight to do the hour of cardio. So I'll probably do 30 minutes of walking if I can get into zone 2. It's kind of hard for me to get into zone 2 walking, or I might just do the seated cardio bike for an hour and try to get into that zone 2. Coach Greg really talks about getting into that zone 2. Sam Solik, everyone really talks about getting into that zone 2, and that's when your heart rate's between 120 and 130 135, I believe, and you really want to get into that zone for your cardio. So it makes a big difference, I'm telling you, especially with weight loss, your heart health, just overall health as well. It makes a huge difference getting into that zone too, because you'll see people like, oh yeah, I went and did cardio, my heart rate maybe got to 105, 110 doing walking. Now you got to get it 120 plus to get into that zone too and get the really good healthy effects. Like, don't get me wrong, walking is still good, like get steps in and everything like that, but if you really can work on cardio for overall health. Let's get in there and get started, because I got to go pee again too. All right, guys, good freaking leg day. Took me about an hour. Did hip ductors, booty builder, and then went and tried to do hack squats. I'm pretty weak still right now. You probably could tell from the video. Really tired and just like really weak. So I did as much as I could, especially on the leg extensions and leg curls. But just right here is just super sore. And when I was doing the leg workouts, my bladder started spasming more. So I had to take it a little bit more easier. And I just feel really weak. And that's probably due to all the lack of sleep this past 6 days with the catheter in there, and then just everything combined of everything. It's just, I am really weak. So hopefully I start getting a lot of my strength back up the next couple of weeks of having some good sleep, good food intake, good recovery, all those things. But let's see how the legs are looking. They are pumped right now. So as you can tell, my left leg has more muscle. So I'm gonna start doing one-legged, do the workouts one-legged, like leg extensions and stuff. That has to do with because I have nerve damage in this right leg, so my left leg makes up for a lot of like walking and all those kind of things. So that is why I have way more muscle in this leg compared to this leg. But we'll try to get this leg caught up the best we can, and the best way of doing that is one-legged leg extensions and leg curls. So pretty good, looking pretty good. Focus on this one since there's more muscle. But if you look in here, this one looks more defined, less muscle, but I don't know. Still looks pretty good. Just looks a little uneven, right? But tomorrow we'll probably go back to doing chest. I'll be back here later tonight to knock out about 45 minutes to an hour of cardio, just depending on how I feel. I'm still getting pretty nauseous, which is normal, especially with the bladder spasms, and then the medications that I have to take. Still getting used to it all. But other than that, we're still on track. Like I said, we did go up 3 pounds, but it's okay. We won't freak out. Once we start getting our cardio back in, we start sweating more, that sodium will get flushed out and the electrolytes will get depleted. We'll go back down and start going back down. But hopefully we only have February and March of cutting, and hopefully we can start the bulk back up in April. But if we have to keep cutting through April, in May, that's fine too. And we can start the bulk after the summer. So we can just keep cutting and just keep getting the rest of this body fat off. That's what the most important thing right now is, just get the rest of this body fat off. If we have to keep cutting through the spring, it's okay. Let's not try to speed it up and lose muscle or stress the system out too much. I think what I'm gonna do is just up the calories between 18 and 2000, and then just do more cardio, move more, take more rest days, let the system not be so stressed. I think that's the play. and we'll go from there and see how it goes. Get more protein in too. But anyways, that's gonna be it for today. Tomorrow will be probably chest. Chest feels ready to go, and that will be a later lift. I was trying to think if I should try to get up and do like 30 minutes of cardio in the morning, but I think I'm just gonna try to get that extra hour of sleep before work. I think that's gonna be more important right now, is just get as much sleep as I can, and then just add that 45 minutes to an hour cardio after my training session, and just chill and watch TV, YouTube, be on TikTok, edit TikToks, edit Instagram Reels, and just kind of chill and pedal away. But anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and just remember, keep going hard and getting hard. Just like keep pushing. You can work around any injury, any illness, any sickness. You could still do it, unless it's like absolutely like severe, like, you know, but this is kind of showing like, hey, you still can work around things. It's not the end of the world. You can still get back into the gym. You can still train in the gym when you're going through something. You just might have to like take your training back a little bit, light movements, more squeezing, but you still can do it, right? And it's good for the mental health, and it is good for the body to keep the body moving, right? You don't want to, like, if I had this issue and I just stayed in bed for 6 days, like that wouldn't have been good at all, right? Like you still want to move and everything, unless you just had like a major surgery where it's like you need 2 weeks of bed rest, then that's when I wouldn't do it. But you can start pushing it towards the end of that second week, I think, and start like moving a little bit more, walking a little bit more, and just get the body moving. But that's when you really need to lock in on your diet, during those times when you're not moving as much. But anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow.